today I would like to tell you, as you could see from the video name, about the presents which my husband gave to me or has been given to me during all our relationships. We are together for 10 years. 7 of them we are married, and of course during this time we gave each other many of presents, and some of them I think I can't even remember because they were small or they are too much into my life and I got too much used to them, or it was a long time ago and they are already not with me. And I just decided to remember maybe the most interesting one and the ones which are still with me. So I would like to tell and to show you them. First of all, I think that the best option is to start from the very beginning. The very first present, I still have it with myself. We started our relationships in the late autumn, and the first present he gave me was on New Year. So in Russia we don't really celebrate Christmas, but we celebrate New Year and give each other presents as a New Year presents. The very first present was this scarf. It is still with me despite it's 10-year-old, and nowadays I don't really wear it often, but before I used to. And it's woolen. I really loved it at that time because I needed a scarf, and at the first present it was quite nice, and maybe I can wear it right now, and it pretty much reflects our climate, the time where we started to dating. So I actually like it. I like keeping it. I'm happy that it's still with me because it's some symbolic thing maybe that's cool to have it with me even now. My husband actually gave me lots of different clothes, but I don't really want to show all of it because I think clothes are not very interesting to show as present. They are just different clothes. Also there were lots of stuff for kitchen, for cooking, like different pots, knives, and so on. Maybe the only thing from clothes I would like, two more things. Different hats and caps. For example, this one, baseball cap. I usually don't wear them, but this one I love very much. It also was in the very beginning of our relationships, and I wanted to have such kind of cap. And we were in the shop. I really loved it, but it was pretty expensive. And my husband, he checked in the online market, and he checked that if you order this cap online and take from the shop, then it has got a 30% discount, and he actually ordered it in the online shop. Then we went to the seller on the, cashier point, and the seller just actually went, took this cap, and gave us with 30% discount, and it was very cool. I was impressed. And another hat, he got me the present, this one. Here it's written toxic, and it is our local meme among my friends, my ex-colleagues, my husband, because there was a situation when my colleagues, who are also my friends, and we were fired from our work at one day because our boss said that we are too toxic to work here, that we poison this place, atmosphere of this place. And that was super funny because actually she was the most toxic person there by herself. So yeah, she just fired part of the working team at one day because of this reason, because she thought like that, she said like that. But it was so stupid that it was actually funny, and it became our local meme that we were so toxic that we got fired, and that's why my husband gave me this hat as a present. It's, by the way, pretty warm, and I also like it. Many of the presents actually reflect the place where we live, many of them connected with warm. For example, this year, my husband gave me the birthday present electrical blanket, and I knew about it since I was 5 years old, but they were not really popular in Russia. At least I never met anyone with this kind of blanket. And when I was a kid and teenager, I always thought that it's dangerous because they can burn or something like this. But now I finally, first my friend bought it, and she liked it, and I started thinking that maybe if she's okay, it's safe. I started reading about it, and finally I felt sure enough to ask it for a present, and we decided that this is the best thing which was bought this year, because it's really super cool to have this warm blanket, mostly for our climate. That's really incredible, and I don't know how to live without it now. Also, my husband gave me as a present a heavy blanket. It was not really heavy, I think maybe 7 kilograms or something, and people buy it to sleep better. Actually, for me, it was no difference, and just more pleasant to sleep under but heavy blanket. When it's like a little bit pushing on you, it feels really better, but I can't say that I'm used to it, and it never helped me to sleep. Maybe it needs to be heavier, I don't know. And now I sorry only about that I can't combine a warm blanket and heavy blanket all together, so it can be warm and heavy at the same time. And if I put one on another, then it's too hot, so, unfortunately. So yeah, if one day there will be hot and heavy blanket, I will be happy to buy it. Another present which is not relevant any longer, because now I have electrical blanket, so this water heater. This one is not really beautiful. We had the better one, also with some nice bag, which had the design of the sleeping owl, and it was from Europe, but then something happened with this heater, and this one is from China, and it's not really beautiful. I don't really like it, to tell you the truth, but I don't need it any longer because of the electrical blanket. But my husband also gave me as a present different heaters. I mean, this type. Also, there was a special salt heater. I don't have it now any longer, but you need to boil it in the hot water, then to wait some time until it gets cold again, and then you need to how to say it, kick it or bend it, and it starts getting hard as a piece of salt, and when you boil it, it's liquid inside. So and then it gets hard and hot, and for some period of time it is actually hot, and it was cool, but you always need to do these things. So it's hot for not a really long period of time, then you need to boil it, not forget to boil it. Yeah, and you don't use it for a long time, because not for years. After some time it just stops react like that, given this reaction, and it just stops working, unfortunately. Also, my husband gave me as a present an electrical heater, because there are periods in the early spring or in the early autumn when it can be pretty cold, but we still don't have central heating. So also my husband gave me the present this electrical heater. Also now, or at least when I sleep, I don't need it because of the electrical blanket, but in general, yeah, if it's cold in the room, at least in one room, it can be warm. Luckily this year it was in general more or less okay. There were some cold days without heating, but I probably didn't even use it, but the years before, yeah, it really saved me. There were days or weeks when this heater really saved me, and maybe even us. But I always feel cold, I'm a person who always warms up somehow because I'm the one who always in cold. Also, I really like reading, and my husband gave me as a present this electrical book. I want to show you, but I think the picture, I'm not sure that I should show it on the YouTube because of the censorship. I just loved it. So that's the cover picture. And this is the book which you can read in the bath, because I really, since the childhood, I really love reading, and I read everywhere. And when I started reading ebooks, then I felt sorry that I can't read them in the bathroom. I mean, laying in the bath. And then my husband found a book, this type, which you can use in the bath, and it's okay. So it's especially for that. And yeah, it's really cool. It works. Because when I was younger, all my paper books were a little bit spoiled with that, because of course they were in the bath, in the wet, in the high temperature, in the wet air, and they all were waving. The papers were waving like that. That's what was very typical for my books. And I'm happy that this one is okay, and I can read it safely. Actually, before I was completely negative to these books, because I thought that all their screens are like computer and it's bad for your eyes. But then my husband told me that there are ink electrical books, and this one is ink too, so its screen is not like computer. So I can show you, but it works somehow. So somehow it makes ink page with text for each page. So these parts of inks create the text. I can't really explain you. In Russian I understand in general, but I just can't understand because I can't explain because I don't know some words. But for example, it's pretty fast, so they just change it. And also I think you can see because of the lamp. But so these inks with Around the World, it programs somehow, and the text creates from the ink. So it's not like a computer screen, and that's why it doesn't harmful. It's not harmful for your eyes as if you read from computer or phone, and this is really cool. I was really happy to know that, and now I don't need to have a huge library because of many books where you need to keep somewhere, you need to buy them or take in the library, and it's all pretty difficult. So it's cool, it's really cool to have it, and I'm really happy to have this book at the present. But talking about books, my husband also gave me some books as a present. For example, all the series of fan fiction about Harry Potter. This one, Harry Potter and Methods of Rational Thinking. I don't know how to call it in Russia, in English, sorry. I have all full books, so he gave me all the set. They are not in order because it has fallen before the video. These books were published in Ukraine because in Russia, I don't know, there were no official publishing, so they were published in Ukraine in some small published company. I think it was a little bit art house, or how to call it. So it was really small, and my husband ordered it there, but there were some problems with delivery. So it was 8 years ago, and the delivery was longer than it was expected to. And my husband, he actually met the driver somewhere, especially for that. And so it was some really difficult story how he got these books, because actually they wouldn't get to my birthday, but he catched the driver somewhere and took the books by himself and then gave it to me. And it was really cool because I really wanted these books, but I don't remember, by the way, maybe that was the time when I didn't have this electronic book yet. Maybe after that he decided to give me just ebook as a present and make things easier. And to tell you the truth, I didn't really like this fan fiction. I know that it's pretty famous. It was written by Eliezer Yudkowsky, and it's a British writer, if I'm not mistaken. He is a scientist, and I read the beginning of this book first. My friend gave it to me, and I really loved it. It was super funny. So for the ones who doesn't know, the plot is about what would happen if Harry Potter would raised in the family of Oxford professor, and he would be super rational and believed only in science, and going to Hogwarts, he tried to rationalize everything and explain everyone how it works from scientific point of view. And when I saw some parts of the book, it was very funny, but actually I thought that all the plot gonna be like in the original book, just with these funny parts, and maybe with some small changes, of course, because of this. But in general, the plot will be the same. But unfortunately, the author made his own plot. So only beginning was more or less recognizable, and the plot itself wasn't really cool, so I didn't like it. But the idea is super brilliant, and the beginning is pretty funny. Also, my husband gave me as a present lots of technical stuff. For example, this wireless keyboard, it's pink, and the same way wireless mouse, also pink, because I like pink color. And also my microphone, he also gave me it as a present. This one, it's also pink. And I think each Russian ASMR blogger has got this kind of microphone, because it's not really expensive, but it's nice at the same time. It can change the color. I usually don't use these options because I don't show my microphone here. That's why I don't do that, but many Russian bloggers, if you watch any, you probably could see this type of microphone. It costed about, I guess, $60 or euros for that time when I started filming videos with microphone. I know because I've chosen it by myself. And actually my husband really supports me in filming. That's very cute of him. He also gave me lots of stuff. For example, this green screen. And also he gave me as a present big lightning. I don't use it quite often, but sometimes I used, and it's cool to have it. He also built a computer to me, because I was editing the video on my laptop and it was too weak for editing, so he made a computer which now edits my video much faster, because before it could take an hour just to edit the video. I mean, the hour when it was done, and just 1 hour needed for program to analyze it and to give you the final result after everything you've done with the video. Before he gave me this computer at the present, he also gave me this thing. It's a cooler for laptop. So when you put it into the laptop, it starts working, and it works as a fan to cool your laptop, because it's better than when it cools, when it doesn't get very hot, because when I was making my video on my laptop, it got really hot, and it was not normal, because it's not supposed for this kind of work. And yeah, luckily now it's much better. Also, before I really used to love Lindt chocolate. Now it exists in Russia, but it's crazily expensive because of the sanctions. And before, when it was just a little bit, how to say it, upper level of the chocolate, it costed maybe $1 or a little bit more than $1 per one bar. I really loved it. And once my husband gave me as a present 20 bars of this Lindt chocolate. It also was quite cool. Of course, I don't have them now, but that time I really appreciated it. And also my husband gave me as a present this game. I had a video where I showed it. It's called Our Family, and I really love this game. This present was not expensive, but the thing is that now this game is not, you can't buy it in a shop. It's off the sales for a long time. And I had this game when I was a kid. But when I got 18 years old and I moved and we threw out all my lots of my kids' stuff, and this game we threw it out too. But after some years, I remembered about it and I really wanted to play it because it's quite cool and funny. And after that, I couldn't find it for a long time. And my husband, he found it in a neighborhood town, and we went there by car just to buy this game. And it wasn't expensive again, but it was like the used one. So we bought it. Some woman just sold her old game, because even when I tried to find on the special type of website where people sell their old stuff, I couldn't find it anywhere. And somehow my husband found it in the neighborhood town. And yeah, we went there by car and bought this game. And I was really happy. It was cool. So yeah, that's it. And and I also forgot about these blackout curtains. Also, my husband gave them as a present to me. First of all, because, well, actually, they have two functions. First, as a background curtains, blackout, sorry, but also background curtains, yes, because I use them as a video background. Because previously I told in one of the videos that we don't have in Russian flats white walls, or if you don't have really modern renovation, it's not like in Western houses or something when your flat can look pretty well for filming. Some bloggers, they use curtains as a background. And also, of course, they have their real function, because we have polar day where I live in the north, and it's much better to sleep with them, because there are days when it's light all the time during the night. So it's like always day or twilight or evening, so no night at all. And for some reason, blackout curtains are not popular. I don't know why. I think it's super obvious to have them, but no. And just several years ago, we bought them, and it's super cool. I'm super happy with them. And also they look good. I like them more than usual ones. Another present my husband gave to me is these sunglasses. It's Polaroid brand. I used to have Ray-Ban sunglasses for, I don't know, for 10 years. I wore them, and I really, really love them. They are super stylish and trendy, and the quality of glass was good. But one day they broke, I think just because they were so old. And I wanted to have Ray-Ban again, but they were too much expensive. And then my husband suggested me Polaroid, and I also like it. Of course, Ray-Ban is like more trendier, but this one I also like. And I always wear sunglasses during the summer because I don't like strong sun. I try to avoid it all the possible ways. And also sunglasses are really, really helpful. So it's also quite necessary and quite useful present for me. So actually, yeah, I got lots of present from my husband, and maybe the only thing I wish that he gave me flowers more often, because on the one hand I understand, because flowers are super expensive nowadays, but if you really wish, you can find some which are not so expensive. And he knows that I love the flowers. He knows that I wish I could get them as a present more often, but he doesn't think, he loves some useful presents, and he doesn't really understand the idea of flowers as a present. And I don't know, I love flowers, so he can give it to me, but only if I ask, if I say I want flowers to my birthday, for example. And I think you understand that it's not really cool, and of course it's pleasant to give flowers just like that. So in Russia it's pretty common to give girls bouquets of flowers, but yeah, it can be pretty expensive, but as I said, it's possible to find not expensive one, or it's not necessary to buy some expensive bouquet. You can buy even something small or something simple, but it's still very pleasant. And I don't know if man watching me, really, if you know that your girl, your woman loves getting flowers, really, if you give it to your partner, I don't know, at least twice in a year without reason, it's super pleasant and it's super remarkable for the person if they love flowers. And I think twice in a year it's not so expensive. And again, it's not necessary to buy super Porsche bouquet of flowers. It's more about attention, and it's more about that then the flowers are in the vase and you can look at them and it's pleasant, it's beautiful. So of course not all the people like flowers, but I do. So yeah, this is maybe the only thing, but all the other stuff, yeah, my husband. Oh, I also forgot. He gave me a vacuum cleaner. Recently he gave me a vacuum cleaner, electrical one, which vacuums and washes the floor, and it's also really cool because I hate vacuum cleaning. It's the most hateful thing for me from all when you tidy the flat, from all options you do. Vacuum cleaning is the worst for me. I don't know, I really can't stand it. Washing the toilet is better for me than vacuum cleaning. So finally, I have this washing vacuum cleaner. And of course, it can't do 100% of work because it can't get everywhere, but at least visually your flat looks clean, the floors, and that's great because you don't need to do anything. Well, you need to clean the cleaner itself, to change the bags, all that stuff, but my husband does it, so I don't even know how to use it, to tell you the truth. So he bought it, and he does all the services with which it requires, so it's super cool. So my husband prefers, as I said, more practical presents because he understands it, and that's cool, of course. Yeah, but flowers, I also love flowers very much. So I think that's it. Oh no, the one more thing. I forgot about it because actually I don't really use it. This is anti-stress fidget. My husband gave it to me a very long time ago when, I don't know, maybe almost 10 years ago when we just started dating, when I wanted to stop picking up my nails. And that time I didn't succeed, and I wanted to use it when I want to touch my nails. This anti-stress cube, or I don't know how to call it, you see it has different sides with different stuff, so you can push it, you can ring it, don't know how to tell it. So, but I don't know, it just doesn't work with me. I just don't want to use it. I forget about it, and also it's pretty loud, so I think you can't just sit with it and do it without annoying other people surrounding you. But it looked cool. When I first saw it, I thought, wow, it's super cool. Maybe it's not bad for little kid because, yeah, kid can play with it, I don't know. But for me, it didn't work out, but I still have it. I still have this cube. Maybe I can give it to someone. I don't know. So I think that's it for today. That's really, yeah, for now, maybe really all the presents I could remember or which I have with myself. Maybe, okay, maybe something else, but I forgot about it. But these ones were, I guess, the most interesting, the most lovely. That's why I remember them.